Good morning. All right, we are live. Sorry for the hold up. Had a hard time trying to figure out how to actually jump on the live. All right. So I have this scheduled last night. All right, so this morning we are going to be calling through expired listings. This is probably one of the lowest hanging fruits in the industry. You know, these are homeowners that that had it listed on the market and unfortunately did not sell with their last agent. So systems I'm using, My Plus Leads is where I get the lead source, the expired lead source. And also please drop a comment if you can hear me, because I still have on my Discord room, and as well I have the YouTube live going on. So hopefully everyone can hear me. Please drop a comment if you can hear me. All right. And all right, so My Plus Leads for the expired listings, and I'm using Mojo for where I'm dialing out of. I used to actually have the expired sync into my CRM where I'll be able to dial, and send the text out of, but I stopped doing that because it became really hard to clean up my CRM. And quite honestly, I am late to the party, 8:04. There's other people already dialing, so let's get to it. And this is probably my least favorite thing about the expireds aspect, is you have to get in by 7:45, 7:55, start sorting out all the data, and then you have to be on the phone by that time frame, because you will have a bunch of other agents calling as well. So let's dive into it. Though it's a great low-hanging fruit, I do think there are better lead sources out there. All right, especially in my market where there's not as many expires, and it's really, to me, I think my time could be used better elsewhere. But let's get to it. So I'm just going to throw everybody into a dollar and dial them one by one. And normally I will actually sort through the expireds as well to see which ones I want to call through. But today I am running behind, like I said. So I'm just going to start dialing. Let's do it. Using Mojo to dial, My Plus Leads for the data. Let's see what we got.
Using your touchtone phone, please enter your PIN number. Your PIN number can be found in the dialing box on your screen.
All right, so I'm doing the click to call feature in Mojo, so this way I can dial multiple times. The power dialer will just ring them once. The thing with expireds is you do need to call them a couple of times. Well, most lead sources anyways, but you do need to call them a couple of times for the initial pickup. So let's do this. It's ringing.
Please leave your message for 5.
So I hang up and then redial. Redial. This is the first expired, so he's probably on the phone with an agent already. Sounds crazy, but 8:06 is too late. You gotta be dialing out by 8 o'clock the latest. Again, that's probably why it's one of my least favorite lead sources. I've closed a good amount of expireds, but I don't like the anxiety of having to be at a certain time, and I've closed a lot more lead sources outside of expireds. So I think there are better lead sources out there. Drop a comment in the chat. Let me know where you're from.
Hello.
Hey, Miss Ewart.
Yes.
Hey, Miss Ewart. My name is Tein. I'm actually a local real estate agent over in Norfolk. How you doing this morning?
Well, it's very early early here, and I don't appreciate the call. Thank
Oh,
you.
I'm sorry. You're not in Eastern Standard Time, ma'am? All right, so that's the right phone number. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to mark her as contact later on in the day. I'm going to circle back around. All right. Joe, where are you from? All right. So I'm going to throw her in the group and Mojo, a sub list within Mojo for me to circle back around. So essentially what I have is I have a group within Mojo. Just throw that person in there. Right number expired. All right, next lead. Nice, Joe. I got a buddy down over in Sarasota as well, Steve Johnston. I don't know if you know him. All right, next. All right, let's try this person. And this is where, again, I was saying there's not as many expireds in my market, and I know for a fact that I can go circle prospect, generate leads, and then future opportunities. Very more long-term approach, but if close expires, get them out, just calling through them.
Your call
Yeah,
has been
Sarasota is
forwarded to
definitely
an
nice.
automated voice messaging system.
All right, come on, pick up. So this one actually relisted already, so I'm throwing trash. So I have multiple monitors so I can see, pull up the property on one screen. And there's coaches out there that tells you to just call through the expireds without filtering, but I think it's a little nonsense and waste of time because let's say I couldn't get a hold of this person, but if I didn't pull it up on the MLS, I wouldn't know that this home relisted already until that person picks up. It's a waste of time. So I think it's worth that 2 seconds it takes to literally pull it up and see if it's relisted or not. All right, so next. I am using My Plus Leads for expireds and FSBOs. Quite honestly, all data providers suck. And the tricky part about data providers, you kind of got to go through multiple of them to find out which one's good in your area. So in my area, My Plus Leads is great, but I heard from others it's not as great. All right, Nathan Perez. Let's call this person.
Please leave your message for 30.
Redial. And I'm using Mojo to dial
Please
out.
leave your message for 30.
We got 5 people on here. Drop a comment from where you're at.
Your call has been forwarded to an automatic voice message system. 85.
Yes, I mean, like, this is another one. If you listen to that coach's advice of not pulling it up, this one's sold already too. So you'd be wasting time calling that expired over and over again. So I do highly recommend those of you out there, especially if you got multiple monitors. I highly recommend getting multiple monitors set up, so you can easily do this on the fly. Because even if you do get a live expiry, you do want to have that property up on one screen as well, so you can have a conversation about that property. But most importantly, you can filter through these BS leads. Like, this is expired, but it's sold already. Right before that, I had an expired that relisted as well. If you listen to some of the advices out there, you'd be calling this lead over and over again, wasting your time. I just spent 2 seconds. And sometimes they're agent listings as well. So there are some expireds out there that people are wasting time on because they haven't looked it up on their MLS yet, because they've been advised to just dial through and not even bother doing the research. And as well, what I normally will do is I sort through the expires that I really want to work with, and then there's ones that I don't even want to work with. Yes, I mean, this is another listing that relisted already. Trash. All right, next. This can go a couple way, guys. It's either going to be good or it's going to be boring where I get no pickup. But let's see what happens. All right, so this one's good.
We're sorry. You have reached a number that has been disconnected. Your call has been forwarded to an automated. Your call has been forwarded to an automated voice message. Please leave your message for 7574.
Yep, like you said, Joe, it's a numbers game. A lot of sorting through with expireds. You're like, you're digging for gold. You're a gold digger. All right. Let's see. Yeah, I had Vulcan before too. Vulcan's just overpriced in my opinion. I think the data is as well. Pretty sure they all get their data from similar sources. They just marketing at that point for their upsells and their premium prices. But I know a bunch of people that swears up and down Vulcan 7's data is a lot better. just didn't like that. One, the syncing with the CRM aspect of it, and then the triple line dialer that Mojo has just is phenomenal. And there's other agents I know of that are using what's called call tools. You can dial up to 10 numbers at once. I haven't switched over to that yet. I just don't feel like learning something new. Mojo's worked really well for me for the last 2.5, 3 years. Try again. We got 8 people on here now. Drop a comment where you're at. See, we got Florida in here. We got New York in here. Hell yeah, man. After this, we'll have some fun with FSBOs, and then we'll do some circle prospecting. Thanks for tuning in, Joe, and engaging. All right, next number. So far, 16 minutes in, 1 contact. Oh, we got Nashville, Tennessee in here. Your face looks super familiar. It's dialing. It's dialing. Bill, what's up, Bill? Charlotte, North Carolina in the house as well. All right, let's redial. So I'm going to call through the new expireds for about 30, 45 minutes, and then I'm going to jump into FSBOs, especially if the pickup rate stays like this. All right, next one, call.
The Google subscriber you have called is not available. Please leave a message after the tone.
Dial.
The Google subscriber you have called is not available. Please leave.
Next number. So far, I've gotten about 7 dials in. 1 contact, but it was a hang-up contact. But I've confirmed it's the right phone number and the right homeowner, though. So I'm going to call back later on. All right, next. All right, let's see. Next lead. Four, 5. All right, this is owner. See, this is owner agent. If I didn't look this up, be just following up with this person for no reason. Let's see, next one. There we go. Another owner agent. If I didn't look him up, I'd be following up with him nonstop. I never understood that. Just dial, but not even bother looking up who you're spending minutes and hours following up on. This one relisted. I'm a professional sorter. Just sort through these. Greek, right? So this is a legit one. All right, let's call this one.
Your call has been forwarded to an automated voice messaging system.
Redial. So I'll dial, no pickup, redial. And if you're able to, send them a text. I used to do that when I was working expires out of my CRM. But then I realized I spent more time cleaning up my CRM. So then I stopped importing all the expires into my CRM. I just leave it all in Mojo. And then once they're a lead, then I'll bring it over to my CRM. Next lead. Next number I'm in. Let's see.
This is Reverend Dr. Nathaniel Bay, resident. Please leave a message.
That's a voicemail. No contact. I'm gonna redial.
This is Reverend Dr. Nathaniel Bay, resident.
Right, so it is the right person. I think they have that feature on where if they don't have the right, if they don't have your phone number saved, you just go right into voicemail. All right. That feature is tough. $23 minutes in, one contact so far. So I'll probably switch over to FSBOs in a short minute because I went through all the new expireds already. I really don't get that many expireds in my area. Back in 2019, 2020, sold over about 14 expireds, but hello.
Hi, you have reached the voicemail of Mary.
But since the market switch after the pandemic, it just hasn't been the same with expireds. Just not many coming through on my side. Redial. If you're on this, drop a like, please. Help get the YouTube algorithm going. That would be greatly appreciated. And consider subscribing. I keep dropping more content on a daily basis to help out agents. And then you'll get notified anytime there's new lives like this. All right. So this is going to be the last one because this is the last expired. And I'm going to jump right into FSBOs. FSBOs are a lot more fun. You get high pickups. Hello?
Hi, you have reached the voice.
All right. Next. All right. Let's call FSBOs. All right, FSBOs. FSBOs are the bomb. I think I've sold over now 50 plus FSBOs in the last 3 years, even with the crazy market. If you're a good sorter and then you go through the ones that need your help, you can crush it, even in a crazy market with a lot of FSBOs sell on their own. You just have to find the one that don't. All right, let's call through some FSBOs. So the FSBO setup I got is a little different. I got my plus leads, and then the FSBOs go right into my CRM. So I don't mind the FSBOs coming into my CRM because they're the right phone number majority of the time and the right people. So I just go through that, and then I could use my CRM automations as well to help out. This guy's name seems familiar. 4357. 7. Get the right phone number. All right, let's call this guy. I use my plus leads for FSBOs as well. All right. So if you just jumping on, smash that like button, please, and drop in the comment where you're from. Hey, can you hear me?
Yes, I can.
Hey, sorry about that, sir. Yeah, my name is Tein. I'm actually a local real estate agent over in Chesapeake. How you doing today?
I'm doing pretty good, thank you.
Awesome. You have a nice weekend?
Yes, I did. Awesome.
Phenomenal, sir. Hey, I was calling about this for sale by owner I saw over on fsbo.com. I know you sounded on your own, which I totally respect as well. I was just curious, do you have any more photos coming up by any chance?
Have the photos not posted yet? Because I've reached out to them this morning because I couldn't see the photos myself.
Yeah.
I don't know why they're not showing up. So
Yeah.
I'm hoping they'll get back with me and say, hey, there's a glitch somewhere or something. I don't know.
Got it. Okay. No problem at all. What was your name, by the way, sir?
My name is Mark Miltier.
Mark. Okay. Mark, what's like can you give me like a little description of the property maybe that I don't see in the description? So it looks like you have new Tein HVAC, new gutters, replacement windows. Is that a new roof too, or?
Yep, new roof.
Okay.
Yeah, all this has been done recently, not as new in the last 3 weeks, but new in the last 10 years.
Oh, okay.
The house is a 1950.
Got it.
The house was built 1960.
Got it.
It's been remodeled a little bit, upgraded. It was my aunt's home, and she took, real good care of it and did everything that needed to be done with it. So
understood. And it sounds like you're helping out your aunt sell the home. Is that right?
Yes, my aunt has passed away. I'm the executor of the will.
I am so sorry to hear that, sir.
Thank you.
And the kitchen and bathroom, you mentioned in here upgrade. So like it's not the 1965 style anymore. It's it's been updated, I guess you could say.
Yeah. The kitchen and the main bathroom has been completely redone. Yeah.
Got it. Okay, awesome. And Mark, obviously you're selling. I'm sorry. Can you repeat that?
Yeah, I was just saying yes. In the roof and the AC encapsulated underneath, work was done. So everything is in fairly great shape, actually.
Phenomenal. Awesome. Thank you, sir. I'll wait for the photos to pop up as well. And then obviously, Mark, I know you're selling it on your own, which I totally respect as well. Are you open to working with a buyer's agent if an agent brought a fully qualified buyer?
Yes, if somebody, if agents would bring a buyer, it would be 2.5 to 3%.
Oh, awesome.
Yes.
Thank you. That's very generous of you. I appreciate that.
Yep.
And Mark, obviously with the way the market is right now, and it sounds like you guys have done a lot of work to the home, especially in that area, I think you'll do just fine getting this home sold on your own. But I'm curious, if for some odd reason, let's say like 60 to 90 days go by, and if you ran into any issues getting the home sold on your own, at that point in time, would you consider interviewing agents at all?
I would, but I actually have a relative that is an agent that would probably take it over for me if we need to go that far. I've been fairly lucky in the last 3 homes that I've sold myself, but for sale by owner, so it's gone pretty good. So I'm gonna try my luck one more time.
Got it. Hey, yeah, no, I mean, if you've done it 3 times in a row, why not give it a shot?
Yeah, exactly.
And if it came to that point in time where you had to explore other options, like such as working with that relative you have in mind, I'm assuming you'd probably interview multiple agents to make sure you're holding them accountable and as well to make sure you can net as much money on the sale. Am I right?
Right. Yes.
Okay, awesome. What I'd like to do, Mark, if it's all right with you, again, I think you'll do just fine getting this sold on your own. But if for some odd reason you run into any trouble and you start exploring other options, such as even working with your relative, I'd love to just throw my hat in the ring as well and give you our backup plan, which has a fairly compensation plan to fall back on as well. Do you have a good email address where I can send you over the info?
Yes.
Got it. All right, perfect. What I'll do, Mark, again, my name is Tein with the Digital Realty team. We're actually right nearby the area. I'll send you over our for sale by owner backup plan. You'll also see a marketing kit included in that. Take a look at the marketing kit. There will be some tips and tools in there to help you sell the home on your own, Mark. And if you ever have any questions or maybe need any resources, please feel free to reach back out. You know, like even if you go into contract and you need some contractors or whatnot, please feel free to reach back out. We're actually top 1% agents in the area. So we have a ton of resources and very knowledgeable. But aside from that, yeah. Aside from that, Mark, I really appreciate your time today, and I wish you the best of luck getting the home sold on you.
Thank you very much. Appreciate the call.
Same to you, sir. Take care.
Bye-bye. Bye-bye.
All right. Planted the seed. That one, as you can tell, he sold 3 homes on his own, and as well,